Hello, this is Veritas Malefica with a general reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius in the energy of the new moon in Leo on August 4th, 2024. Please keep in mind this is a general tarot reading, so it is connecting to a collective of energy as opposed to this being a personal reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do have information for how to book that listed in the description box below. Um, I have already meditated on the energy and shuffled the cards. This is actually the third time that I have tried to record the Sagittarius reading, so let's hope that the third time is the charm. Consistently, every time I meditate on this energy, I continually am getting this frenetic, chaotic energy. It's like a lot coming in at once. Um, and this is a fire moon. Sagittarius is a fire sign. So there just may be, I'm getting the word inspiration. There's a lot of inspiration coming in. And this is an energy that is going to, you know, come into you as opposed to an energy that you're giving out. I feel like this is just going to give you a bunch of ideas and things to work with, energy to work with moving forward. Um, yes, that's really funny. It's always confirmation that, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing because, as I was saying, you're going to get a lot of energy for inspiration and new ideas. Who's on the bottom of the deck? The King of Swords. So this is confirming that is the underlying energy of the moment, is that there's a lot coming in. I really love the imagery on this card too, where he has the bird coming into kind of the eye. So it's like you're seeing things from the bird's perspective, because the eye of the character as well as the eye of the bird, it's the same eye. So I love that in this particular sense, because it's like you're getting almost a vision from above, and it's like you're able to see from that bird's eye view. What do I need to do? How do I need to move forward? How can I create with that, lofty inspiration? There's like a divine sort of stroke of inspiration. That's what I'm getting from this. Um, yeah. Cutting through bullshit is another phrase that I'm being led to say. I feel like you're seeing through other people's deceptions, other people's masks, and the facades that they're putting up. It's really centered around this eye, this card for me. But you're able to cut through anything that is, no, I don't need to be working on that. This new moon is going to give you clarity. It's going to help you see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, and help you to calculate, what is my next move. That being said, again, I'm getting the energy is very much up in the head, up in the mind, and you're not going to be taking action on things quite yet. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. The only thing that flipped right side up or face up, which I, as personally as a reader, take that to mean, all right, that's clearly coming up. And these other cards that are face down might not be as apparent to us what's going on with that. I'm going to leave them exactly as they lay and read them as such. I'm getting guidance to do that. We have Judgment in reverse is the only one that came out. So for me, what this is reading is we're not quite ready to get moving yet. We don't have all of the information. I feel like the information is coming in. We're going to be able to see, to make the judgment call, to begin forward motion at a later date. But right now, I feel like this is saying to me that it's wise to sit tight, to pay attention, and wait until you have all of the details before you make a move. Because you don't have all the details, you don't have all of the information, you don't have all the wisdom, and things can feel a little cloudy or chaotic or like stagnant almost right now. Know that the information is coming in, and you will move forward from this. Um, I'm going to go ahead. I'm getting guidance to pull cards on that before I look at the rest of the deck. So let's pull a little bit further into judgment. What don't we know? What more can we see with that judgment being present? Yes, again, the Knight of Wands in reverse, King of Wands sideways. Yeah, it's saying stay still. The power is in sitting still, in knowing that stability and structure is there and is coming, and you are in control, even though things are not how you want them to be right now. It is not the time for action. It is not the time for movement. And it is time to stay still and stay powerful and stay in your own element. Stay in your lane. Just pay attention to what's going on, and you will have the power. That calm, quiet, cool confidence. That's what needs to be in the mix right now. You don't have the whole picture. It's coming to you. You're still all right. Everything's good, even if it seems like it's not. All right, let's move forward. Let's go ahead and see what this guy is doing sideways. Are you kidding me? Because this initially came out sideways and I decided to flip it here, but it is kind of, that's giving it a pause. That's exactly what this card is the King of Wands sideways. This is saying, stay quiet. Don't let people know exactly what you're doing. Collect all the information. Stay strong in your own power, in your own individuality. You've still got all that firepower. It's just not time to use it yet. It is not the time to use it. And let's see what's about. Okay, because there's some darkness to work through. There's again, this is telling me you don't have the whole picture. You can't see everything. It's obscured. And that's classic on brand new moon. You don't have all of the details yet. And when you don't have all of the details, you can't make an informed decision. You can't make a powerful decision. You need to sit and think about it, which I know is a difficult task for Sagittarians because we're doers. I am a Sagittarius. So, but this is saying take a little time to like delve into what's underneath the surface. Take a little time to think about feelings and think about all of the things that you maybe are not readily seeing, things that are not apparent, things that are obscured, things that are a little dark, things that are a little scary to go through. This is you don't have all of the information to move forward. So wait until that comes to you. Because if we go through this moon sort of stuff, the deep, dark undercurrent, the underlying psychology of things, and we go through that darkness before we're ready, that can cause madness, that can cause hysteria, that can cause illusions, that can cause, going out into substance abuse and seeking clarity through those means, when that's not what's supposed to be done here. This is going internal and waiting for that divine spark to come through. Trust that it's coming and wait until the moment when it is ready to come. I'm going to get a few more cards on the moon in reverse here. Really drawn to the wolf in that imagery. The wolf is howling. See a lot of swords so far. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, the moon upright, Ace of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups at the bottom here. So again, this is telling me look within at your own power and stay in your lane. You have everything you need within. And this external stuff that's happening and this upset that's gone on, something has knocked you off of something has not gone to plan. and you're over analyzing what that is. But this, I think this is, maybe over analyzing is the wrong word. You're really delving into the depths of why this is upset, and you're coming to a turning point where you understand and you realize, oh, I'm reading this as like an epiphany moment. You're having an epiphany moment that is, we've turned the moon right side up now. So we're going through all of our deep dark emotions, all of the dark side, all of the depth, all of the murky stuff that's hard to go through. And we've been kind of, I feel like this wolf and the wolf in this one, I feel like that turning the other direction, it's going towards the moon, but it's down and then it's up. So for me, I feel like that's kind of like I'm getting like a barrel roll sort of situation where the wolf is kind of rolling around and doesn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden it just figures out, well, if I just stand upright and, you know, move forward, then progress will begin to be made. And then I can make decisions from an informed place. And the Queen of Swords coming out here with the King on the underneath is a great sign, because that means there's balance in the duality of what's going on, in the masculine, in the feminine, in the dark, in the light. There's a lot of balance in this moving forward period. So so far, what this is saying to me is definitely, stay where you're at and stay in those feelings and just work through them. You'll come out of it, and it will result in an epiphany that can then move you into forward motion. And you'll feel like you're doing it on your own terms. Like, you won't feel like, oh, this came out of nowhere, or somebody else had to have a hand in this. This will really bring up that Sagittarius, independent, I did this all on my own from the ground up sort of feeling. All right, forward, Five of Pentacles and the Fool. So there's a feeling of loss going on here. So there might be something with this dark side, this underbelly thing that we're going through, where we feel like we've lost out on something, or maybe that's the perspective that we're taking because we haven't moved forward with something. And it's almost like I'm feeling like holding yourself back. This is the underlying feeling. That's what it is. Because when you ask a Sagittarius to sit still, this is the vibe. You're feeling like, oh, I don't have anything. I can't move forward. I can't do anything. I can't grow. I can't learn. You're wallowing. That's that dark moon in reverse vibes. So let's get a few more to paint on top of that, because I think this is the underneath. We're feeling lack. We're feeling like maybe there's not enough to go around. We're feeling lost or maybe unhealthy. Let's get more on the Five of Pentacles. You're realizing what you need to give up, and you've been hesitant to give it up. You've been hesitant to give up something that's been making you feel sad, unhealthy. Things have been moving slow. You've been feeling like you're not in a balanced position, but you know that there's some patience required, and that there's some structure that's required. And you know that if you just sit still, things will begin to move again. And if you just have faith that you have the strength to let go of these chains or these things that are chaining you, and maybe know that it's not going to happen overnight, but through structure, through stability, through repetition, these things will shift. Let's get more on the Fool in reverse. There's judgment. There's judgment again. Nine of Pentacles. Again, nine again. Uh, you've got great things coming towards you. Yeah, you're going to be making a decision to move forward from something that you feel like you made a wrong turn. You made a decision that was not the best for you, and you're going to make a judgment call and move forward from it because it's no longer serving you. There's something that needs to shift, something that needs to change because you're not being supported in the way that you need to be. This judgment call will lead you into victory and balance and make you feel very much like you are on top, like you have everything you need, and will bring in financial stability. Let's get a few wild unknown just to, okay, flew out right away. Nine of Pentacles right away. I knew that's what it was. Okay. You will be working on manifesting what you want. It's almost time to wake up. This one also flipped over here, off of the table. This is again telling me there was some kind of false start, some project or some idea or something that you were like, oh, yeah, this is going to be awesome. It's not. And you realize that, and you're kind of going through the darkness of trying to deal with that and reconfigure and figure out how to make your life work by backtracking and leaving whatever this thing is behind. But it looks like you will be stable, you will be secure through the process. And these are reading very much the same to me. The Magician with the King of Swords. This divine light of inspiration is going to come through and allow you to actualize things in your life. The Four of Swords in reverse is also at the bottom here, which tells me that waking up is going to happen. Inspiration is going to happen, but we're still, I think, resting. We're still recovering. We're still calculating. And it's important to wait until that divine inspiration comes through before you make the judgment call. Because if you make it too quickly, I think it could mess with your coins. That is another message. It's okay to make a wrong turn, but like slowly move out of it so that you are secure and stable throughout the process. That is what I've got. I'm going to leave it at that. Yes, remember that you can create and manifest whatever you want, but remember to wait for the right moment. Sagittarians are sometimes a little harsh, sometimes a little too much, sometimes a little too blunt. Um, we come running out of the gate. And sometimes it's good to take a moment to pause and think and reflect and make a calculated decision as opposed to just acting. So I think that's what this is saying is wait for that feeling of, oh shit, that's what I need to do. And then things will shift differently. Okay. If we follow that advice, strategizing, there's the success. There's the success. Yeah. Again, Son of Swords coming in, Chariot coming in, Temperance at the bottom, Hierophant there. Yep, that's where the structure is. Strategizing. It's not going to be an easy road. Alchemizing never is. You have to pause and wait for that inspiration to come in. And once it does, think about how can I make all this work? How can I arrange everything so that I can have a success, and so that, this divine stroke of inspiration leads to something grounded and something stable and something long lasting. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. All right, that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. Third time was indeed the charm. Yes, my advice for this new moon is to really sit with your own feelings and to meditate. Ground, I think, is important. Grounding, spending time in nature, or just, hugging a tree, whatever grounds you. Spend some time clearing the mind so that that divine inspiration can come through to you. Sometimes when the mind chatter is so heavy and so much, and we're so wrapped up in like, oh, what do I do next? What do I do next? Just listen and just be with yourself and your emotions and your darkness. It's okay to be in your darkness. That's what allows the light to come through. All right, that's what I've got. And thank you for letting me read your cards. Again, I have links below to if you'd like to book a personal reading or find out more information about me as a reader. That is listed in the description box. And yes, please like, comment, share, just subscribe, all of that stuff. That helps me out so that I can do more readings for more people. And I just, this is what I'm supposed to do. Awesome. Well, thank you very much.